about sort of in the ballpark area. The calls pretty much the same there as well. But the raises, if we look at the raises, young Martin is raising nearly double, not quite, and that's where he's getting the chips from. The raises, well, he's nearly double the percentage points there than Ross.
King 10 for Ross.
So where we are, Jack 9 of Hearts, the King of Hearts, 10 of Diamonds.
And he's paired his king.
It's gone club, which once again might prevent too much betting. But well, Martin says, anyhow, I'm ignoring the flop, I'm just going to bet anyhow. To hell with it. So we started on a total bluff play from Martin, or virtually a total bluff.
And here comes the turn. Six of spades.
No help for either hand, so Martin better... No, he doesn't. It's a strange play from Martin then. If he goes again with the hand, may get away with it.
Pair of sixes now.
Martin doesn't have any hand to call with, but once again he's trying to glean some information. That's all he's doing here. He doesn't really have a play. These are going in the muck, other than obviously... oh dear.
He does call.
Is he... I'm lost with this player too. I don't understand that one, and I can't explain it to you people watching at home. And I think them sunglasses need changing on young Martin there, because that wasn't even a play.
So the button now in front of Ross Boatman. He's got an ace and a 9.
Ace of Diamonds, 9 of Hearts. He certainly has.
Raises to 500. Suited connectors for our
10 of clubs.
The young Swede. And he calls.
And he says, I want to play a pot. I don't really blame him with that hand. It's not a bad hand. He doesn't realise he's counterfeited by the 9 and the ace in Ross's hand, so it's not brilliant when you can sit up here and see both sets of cards.
It is when two clubs come up, though.
You've got to like this flop. Something for everybody. Ace for Ross, and there's flush draw, or potential flush draw, obviously, for young Martin. So we'll get a few more chips out there, I think, in this. There you go.
Well, only one shot at a club. But Ross checks.
Gives him the free shot.
Gives him a free shot at hitting his flush, which he does.
Oh dear, dear, dear.
And you can say, I mean, go ahead and say it. But
what on earth is Ross thinking of? He's got the button sitting there. The lad checks into him, and now he's going to bet off chips into him. It's like a comedy of errors, really, isn't it?
He's given him a free shot at making the flush.
The lad's made it, and now it's like a comedy of errors. He's bet into him. For those of you wishing to take poker lessons, dear, dear, dear.
He's not going to bet him off the flush, is he?
No. Oh, he's thinking of you. Give him a free shot at it. Let him hit it. The guy's hit it. He's bet into him. The guy's raised him. So now what's he going to do?
Oh.
He's going to call him down probably. Yeah, he has done. Yeah, there we go. And we'll hear some clapping. There we go. Yeah, we'll hear some clapping this time. I thought we would do. I mean, and groans from Rossi's supporters, I think that was. Saying, what on earth? Like we're saying, what on earth?
And well, that's a huge hand. That is just a huge hand for Martin Sederkrantz. It's got Martin Sederkrantz over 18,000 in chips.
And as you can see, following the flow of our chip river, there's been a definite change of direction. The current is flowing very strongly to the young Swede side of the graph in the last few hands. And now Ross Boatman looks like he's in trouble. This is the 40th hand coming up, and it will be Sweden's Martin Sederkrantz who will be first to speak.
Ace 10 of diamonds and pocket aces. We could get some action here.
We certainly will get some action, but what sort of action we actually get will be up to Ross.
There's a 10 for Martin and an ace. Now he's got 2 pair and Ross has a set of aces, and this is going to be a showdown. Martin puts in a bet.
And Martin thinks I'm in control, and Ross knows I'm in control, and neither player will know the outcome of this one. They'll both be very, very happy with this flop so far. really Martin can't win it.
Pair of 8s showing now. And Ross now
is probably
goes
going
all
to get
in.
paid off. Yeah, he says, okay, I'm paying it. And he's...
and Martin calls him, and there you see it. And Martin is drawing dead. And he's just seen it. Last card makes no difference. And the full house for Ross Boatman, aces over 8s. Wins that big all-in pot. And that is going to change the dynamic of the game considerably.
And after 63 hands, you can see that that dynamic is reflected in the action percentages. Sederkrantz calling more often. Boatman has been betting and raising slightly more and getting some of his momentum back. The blinds are now at 150 and 300, and this will be hand number 64 coming up.
410 in diamonds. And even now, before this was automatic for Martin, we were talking about how relentlessly he was playing, machine-like. It was coming in very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Now he's stopping to think.
9, yeah?
Well, I've got a theory about this, and I'll perhaps run it by you after we've watched this hand being played.
410 in diamonds, 7-9 in hearts, fairly even. Another 600 from Ross. He's going to call. And your theory?
My theory is that Martin, if he's an internet player, won't play this sort of length of match. Most of the matches on the internet are done and dusted in sort of 1 hour, 1 hour 10. That's about the maximum, usually 40, 50 minutes, and perhaps he's in unknown territory here. That's my theory.
Well, he's just flopped something nice. He checks it. He's got a pair. There's now 2 aces out there.
Yeah, but it's not quite so nice as he thinks, is it really?
No. And there's 4 hearts for Ross Boatman.
Going to allow you to dig yourself out of this hole, just in case.
And now Ross is on a flush.
And he's made it.
So he's made it. The question is, does Martin make it?
Well, the question is, does Martin pay him off again? Can he work out what's happened? Because Martin's got 2 pairs, aces and 4s, 10 kicker, and now he's put to another decision. Ross, knowing the way that he's been calling him down, might think, well, I'll make the bet here and hope that he does call me. And obviously Ross is hoping that he does get a call here. Let's leave the decision once again with Martin and see how he feels about it.
He's got aces and 4s, but the reality is he's got 4s.
The reality is he's got nothing. Pick the chips up. See Ross's reaction, and he got it. There was nothing there. Pick more chips up. There we go.
He's
done it again. And Ross says, "Thank you very much. Your match is drifting away, and it's starting to drift away." I think you know, this lad. He's lost the plot completely now, hasn't he? Ross is making the plays, and he's falling for them one after another now, isn't he?
Those were 2 very submissive plays. Almost, within the space of a couple of hands, it's like, well, I might as well see what he's got, what I've actually done. Look at where the chips are now. It's basically 3-1 for Ross Boatman, and now he's going to use those chips to hammer him.
I think you'll find this match is going to end here very soon. Now, like I say, the young lad's playing on the internet. He might be playing short matches, and he's playing plenty of them, obviously. But in these long matches, he's kind of losing the plot, and this is just my theory on it. But I don't know. Perhaps in the interview after we can ask him, win or lose.
And also, I think whatever happened on the break, whatever his friends told him, Ross Boatman, was a lot better, a lot more used than what Martin's friends told him.
Yeah, I saw Ross as he walked past me on the break, and he knew he'd made the mistake. He was looking up at the ceiling, to be honest with you.
So 8-9 in hearts, 9-10 unsuited. And there's a 9. It's going to keep them both interested.
all the